Hey guys, Gundam Russ back once again. Today we're going to be looking at my PlayStation Vita collection. Now, I've only got a very little humble collection. It's nothing huge, but I'm really getting into collecting games for the Vita, and I absolutely love this handheld device. I still think it is so underrated, the PlayStation Vita, in my opinion. Just the games it's been able to bring out, graphically how powerful it is. Just to be able to do remote play as well, which is great. So, sometimes my girlfriend's watching a TV show and I still want to continue on my PlayStation game. I can flick it over to here and continue to play it. Granted, sometimes the control's a little bit hard, but once you get your head around it, it's quite enjoyable. I was playing a bit of Final Fantasy 15 on it yesterday and I was really loving it. But I don't want to talk too much about the handheld itself. I might do that for another video. If you guys would like to see that, let me know. But I really want to show you guys my PlayStation Vita collection. Let's go check it out. Now, these are not in any order, and I'm not going to go into too much depth about them, but if I have enjoyed the game, I might speak a little bit on it. The first one I've got here is Ys. This is Memories of Celceta. This is a fantastic JRPG. If you're into JRPGs, this is one you want to get in for your collection. There's a new Ys game coming out for the PlayStation 4 and Vita, and I kind of want to get both. That's just the collector in me, but really good game. And if you haven't gotten to the Ys series, I recommend, if you've got a Vita or looking to get a Vita, this is one of your games you must get for the collection. Resistance Burning Sky, really enjoyed playing this. If you are looking for a quick and easy platinum, you can do this within a few hours. Really enjoyed it. It's a shame that we probably won't see any more Resistance games. This next one, Lumen's Electronic Symphony. Now, this is a really good game. I absolutely love it. Just, if you're into that sort of like, Tetris style game, I think you'll really love playing this sort of game. It's just a real fun, a lot of different sort of puzzle sort of things, and it's just that fast paced and a lot of music that goes through it. Just a really well done game, and this is one that I reckon you should check out on YouTube, check out some video clips and get this onto your Vita. This next one, this is one that everyone should have in their PlayStation Vita, Uncharted Golden Abyss. Now, I played this when I first got this on the Vita. It's the first game I played on the Vita. It just showed what the capabilities of the Vita were. Absolutely stunning graphics, beautiful story. Nathan Drake is hilarious as ever in this one here, and I really enjoyed playing it from start to finish. Just didn't put it down. I played it for a couple days, and I've obviously had to go to work in between, and really wish I didn't have to go to work because I could have just kept playing this non-stop. So yeah, really enjoyed this. Really recommend you put it into your Vita collection. The next one here, Unit 13. I think it's quite a solid game. It's gives you like a variety of different missions you can go out and do. Some from memory were like, you have to go out and kill a certain amount of people, and there's ones to do in regards to bombs and that. It has been a while since I played it, but you basically do different sort of set missions. Quite a good game. This one here, Trigger Happy Havoc. Absolutely love this series. I really need to get around to getting the second title. If you don't have a Vita, you can pick this up on the PS4. Really love this game. It's just basically a crime sort of title with a cutesy sort of Japanese. I shouldn't really say cutesy because a lot of gore in this game. But it's basically like you have to try and solve who's going around doing the murders, and I will not spoil it for you guys, don't worry, but highly recommend picking this one up. This one here, Spy Hunter. Look, if you can find it for $10 to $15 online, it's a good little solid racing game with a lot of sort of modifications and that there. I found it quite enjoyable, and if you don't spend a lot of money on it, I think it's worth the money. Ridge Racer, really love this. Not everyone's cup of tea, but I really did enjoy playing this. I've got majority of the trophies for it. A really good race if you're looking for a racing game on the Vita. Persona 4 Golden. If you are a fan of Persona and you want something on the go, I highly recommend this. This is just a solid version of the title. Obviously this was on the PS2, and then they ported it over to the Vita as well. So this is obviously a much crisper version of the PS2 version. and really good game. Highly recommend picking it up. The next one I got here is Odin Sphere. This is a excellent game. Really enjoying what I've played so far and hoping to get around to finishing it in the next few weeks, but recommend picking up that game. And the next one I got is Operation Abyss. Now I love dungeon crawler games, and if you're into dungeon crawlers like myself, they have very, very challenging games. This one here is no exception to that. Very challenging. It starts off very easy and you think you got okay, and then bang, there you go, and you find that you're in that dungeon crawler game. But this, excellent. I haven't got around to finishing it, but what I played so far is really good. This next one here is Mega Tag Mention Blank versus Zombies. Now this, I should say Blank and Neptune versus Zombies. This is a great title. If you're just looking for a nice hack and slash sort of game. Look, it's graphically, it's not that great, and there's not a huge amount of enemies to kill, but you know, if you're on the train going to school, or you know, catching the bus, or you're just going on a family trip, it's just a real good way of letting off some steam and going around and killing zombies. These next two, I've got the Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1 and Rebirth 2. So for those that don't know, they're basically remade versions with a lot of all the added content and that sort of thing from the PS3 versions. Really good way to get into the Hyperdimension Neptunia series if you're into that sort of, you know, JRPG sort of style. This one here, a great RPG title, Grand Kingdom, and I'm looking forward to getting back and playing this at some stage. Haven't played too much of it, so I can't give you too much to you guys about it, but from what I played so far, it's really well done. I love the animation sort of style of it, and you know, the music was great so far, and yeah, if you can find it for a good price, I would recommend it. Would probably be a good game. This one is one of my favourite sports titles, and that is Everybody's Golf, and I cannot wait for Everybody's Golf to come out on the PS4. I'm so excited to have a console version, but this, I've played it to absolute death. I think I've only got one more character to unlock, and I really should get back into playing it. I actually feel excited just talking about it. But it's just such a fun golf game, like, and I just love the characters and the animations, and it's just a really, really good game. And this is one title every Vita person, or collector I should say, or gamer, should have in their collection. This next one here, another really challenging dungeon crawler game. Probably not the hardest of dungeon crawlers, but you know, if you're looking to break into the dungeon crawler genre, I recommend picking up Demon Gaze. It's a really solid title. They're going to be bringing out Demon Gaze 2, which I cannot wait for. I'm so excited for it. So yeah, Demon Gaze on the PlayStation Vita. This one here, done by Square Enix, is Army Corps of Hell. I enjoyed it for what it was. Haven't really got too far on it, but from what I played, it was quite enjoyable. Don't look for anything that's, you know, mind-blowing graphically or anything like that. But if you're into some, like, you know, dark, gory sort of hack and slash sort of game, you'll feel right at home with this game here. Now, this one here, I picked up recently, and I kind of wish I'd waited and if I knew there was an English version coming out. I am planning on picking up an English version, just because my, you know, reading Japanese not so great at the moment. And this one is Drive Girls. Now, this is a really fun game I've found so far. It's a bit like, kind of reminds me of the Hyperdimension Neptunia series in a way, but you're basically driving along, hack and slashing, and you get moments where you can actually drive a car. So your actual girl character, an anime character, obviously with an overly sized big breasts and that sort of thing, as you do normally get in these sort of Japanese games. But yeah, it's you basically you're one of these, you know, sexy looking, you know, anime character girls, and you can transform into cars and go around and killing, you know, hordes of enemies as well. So from what I played so far, it's quite fun. I guess by, you know, the way I'm talking about it, probably sounds like it's a perverted game, and in some ways it probably is, but I really enjoyed it. So yeah, if you like my style of games, you know, go out and check it out. And this last one here is Gundam Extreme versus Force. Now, this is a great Vita game. Really enjoyed it so far, and it has a lot of, you know, Gundam mechs from, you know, various stages along the timeline. And yeah, I just had an absolute ball so far playing it. quite challenging. Again, because it's been a Japanese title, it's hard for me to read some of the dialogue, so sometimes I get a little bit stuck. But eventually, I kind of figure out the gist of what's happening in the game. But yeah, that's just a really great way of finishing for my video. I think is just finishing with a Gundam game, obviously my love. So yeah, there we have it, guys. Just a little bit of a look at my up and close with my PlayStation Vita collection. Been really enjoying it so far. I've got 20 titles, I've got a few more on the way, and I'm really looking forward to just grabbing those games that I haven't been able to experience yet. I really hope that the PlayStation Vita starts to fire up a little bit more in the near future. I know a lot of people have been saying the Vita's dead. I don't think that's the case. I think there's some really good games coming out, and it's still selling quite well. So with that being said, anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and as always, don't forget to subscribe, fools. See you later.